Hey guys, welcome back to the series on fat. And in particular, we're going to spend some time today talking about the polyunsaturated fats. And it's just going to be a general discussion. And then in another lesson, we're going to get into a lot more meat with talking about omega-6 and omega-3s. But just like we did with the monos, let's have a generalized discussion on what polyunsaturated fats are and all the health benefits that come along with them. So what are polyunsaturated fats? We'll begin there. From a chemical standpoint, these fats are simply fats that have more than one double bonded unsaturated carbon in the molecule. Polyunsaturated fats, just like the monos, are going to typically be found liquid at room temperature, but if you put them in a refrigerator, they will start to turn solid. So how do they affect your health? These fats can have a beneficial effect on your health, once again, just like the monos, when eaten in moderation, or just like anything else. But polyunsaturated fats can help reduce bad cholesterol levels in your blood and lower your risk for heart disease and stroke. These essential fats also can help develop and maintain your body's cells. They play a crucial role in brain functions, control blood sugar and triglycerides, and many others. Polyunsaturated fats contain omega-6 and omega-3 essential fats. And just to reiterate what essential fats are, these mean that these are fats that your body needs to get from foods because it cannot produce itself. So omega-6 and omega-3 fats are essential fats because our bodies do not make them naturally. Are polyunsaturated fats better for me than saturated or trans? Well, you already know the answer to this question, and it's a profound yes. Both poly and mono fats can have a positive effect on your health when eaten in moderation and whenever you start to replace the amount of saturated and trans fats that you have in your diet. Just like monos, you're going to see a change in your LDL cholesterol levels. In particular, it's going to drive those bad LDLs down, and in some people, you're going to see a positive change in your HDLs, and it can have, like I said, a minimal effect in them, in that it can make them go up, and that's exactly what you want to see. LDLs go down, HDLs go up, your risk for heart diseases and strokes decrease. Are polyunsaturated fats lower in calories? Well, just like all fats, these polys contain 9 calories per gram. Saturated, trans, mono, polys, omega-6, omega-3. Does not matter, guys. Remember, if it's a fat, it has 9 calories, regardless if it's a healthy form of fat or an unhealthy form. So how much polyunsaturated fat should I eat in a day? Well, just like the monos, the fats in foods you eat should not total more than 30% of your calories that you eat in a given day. And for good health, the majority of those fats, like we've been mentioning pretty relentlessly now, should come from the monos and the polys. So which foods contain polyunsaturated fats? So just like the monos, I think this is the most important thing for you to understand is, where in the world do you get these things from? Well, again, we're going to talk a lot more about omega-3 and omega-6 fats, but here at least is a real nice chart showing you where you get these polyunsaturated fats from. You get them from wild fish, ground flaxseed, shellfish, flax oil, canola oil, walnuts, wild game, green leafy vegetables. You get them from corn oil, soybean, safflower, sunflower, cottonseed oils, nuts and seeds, and just regular meats. So this is where you find them. Don't worry so much about the columns today. We're going to talk more about them later. But just like I showed you with the monos, here are your kings. And as you can notice, every single one of these omega-3s are a king because, as you'll learn in the next lesson, we are very deficient in omega-3 fatty acids as inside of the typical American diet. So getting more of them is essential for optimal health. So every single one of these sources are awesome sources to get on a regular basis. And then over here, nuts and seeds for omega-6 are the best to get over here. And again, don't worry too much about this now. Just understand that this is where you get them from. These are some of the best sources, and we'll talk much more about this in the next lesson. So how do I know how much polyunsaturated fat is in a product? Well, just like the monos, guys, not all food labels are going to list the amount of polyunsaturated fat. So in order to guesstimate, you're going to have to learn how to read those food labels, do a little bit of math, and delve deeper into the ingredients list. So let's take a look at that exact same serving of peanut butter that we did in the monounsaturated fat lesson. Again, you got to look at the ingredients list, and then you got to come over here and look at the total fats. So remember, you take the saturated minus the total fat, and then you take the trans minus that. So here you're going to have 13 grams of fat that's coming from either monounsaturated fats or polyunsaturated fats. And the only way that you can guesstimate about what you're getting there is to look at the ingredients list. Notice that the number one ingredient here is peanuts. You also have canola oil and flax oil in there, which means that, okay, remember, peanuts are monounsaturated fat. Canola oil can be a good polyunsaturated fat, and then flax seeds are a good polyunsaturated fat as well from the omega-3 side. Both are, in fact. So you are assuring yourself that those 13 grams are coming from really good, healthy, heart-healthy forms of fat in mono and polys. But you got to learn how to read these ingredients list and have an educated background as far as what foods contain the different kinds of fats, and you'll be fine. So let's look at this chart again, and then keep in mind today we're looking over here at the polyunsaturated fats. These fats are likely found in vegetable oils like soybean, corn, and safflower, many nuts and seeds, walnuts and sunflower seeds. The ones in omega-6 are going to be your fatty fish like salmon, tuna, mackerel, herring, and trout. Then you've got your flaxseed, your canola oils, and things like that is where you're going to find the polyunsaturated fats. The effect on your health is that it reduces the bad LDL cholesterol, lowers your risk of heart disease. And just like the monos, these fats should not total more than 30% of your total daily calories. So that is just, like I said, a general overall look at polyunsaturated fats. The next time that we meet to talk about this, we are going to delve a lot deeper into understanding omega-6 and omega-3 fats and take your level of education with these to a level that you are previously unfamiliar with. And understanding this is going to have a significant impact on your health. And we're going to even address the question, should you supplement omega-3 fatty acids? So in order to find out, I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.